Hey guys, thought wanted to get Nemo going today. There's the snort. So obviously, whatever attitude he's in, if you just hop on, that's the attitude that you got to deal with once you throw your leg over. And I'm too fat and old to be climbing on horses that I don't at least take my very, very best chances of having a really good experience. And I don't recommend, even if you're a young, in shape whippersnapper, to necessarily. I think it's foolish to take chances that you don't have to. So to see how he dipped his head there, just shows you how bracy he is, and he's showing us that as he's going, just doing his daily work. But sometimes they'll lock in, and you're wondering, I wonder if how he's feeling. And so a trick I learned from a mule trainer, Brad Cameron, is you can get a good look into their mind at their gait changes. So he's on a trot now. So if we slow him to a walk, and then we click him up to a trot, and then right the instant that he went into that trot, did you see his head dip? And he told us what he's thinking. They can't help it. So if you want to see what a horse is thinking, then you watch him during a gait change. And so if you can shift him up and down, in gear changes, and then you can get an idea of why or what your horse is thinking, especially if you have one that's a little bit feisty, or one that's wild and you're trying to get the wild out of, or one that's giving you problems. Then this is just one trick that you can use to get an idea of what you're going to have to deal with once you get on his back. And it's tried and true. You can literally get a pretty good idea. And so why would I throw my leg over him unless I'm getting smooth transitions through these gear changes? So I work him in here until he gets his mind right, and then he'll float, from walk to trot, trot to lope, lope to trot, lope to trot. I said lope to trot, lope to trot. Go ahead and lope. You want to anyway. So maybe I'll just stretch him out a minute, and now send him around in a kind of get some of his kinks out, get that saddle setting good, warm him up, then ask him to behave. And I'll watch his attitude as he shifts gears. Hey, hey, hey. I said walk. I like to be able to control their gait from the ground without anything holding on to him, but body cues, mental pressure. Because if you get to where you can control your horse mentally from the ground, then you got a pretty good chance of having a decent experience when you climb up a board. But he's feeling his oats today. But I want him to, he's never had to have a job in his life. It's like a teenager that you're forcing out the door to go to work. And now all of a sudden he has to go to work, and work when somebody says, or the boss says work, and the boss says take a break, or the boss says get back to work. And so he's having a little bit of issues dealing with that growing up. And he wants to fight against that love. And That's not going to come out easy. We're going to have to just keep working that out. Hey, but if I want him to go, I want it to be my idea, and I want him to know it's my idea for him to change gears. I want to control him just like I was riding him. He wouldn't just take off on a lope or a walk or a trot if I was riding him unless I cued him to do that. And so I want to be able to cue him from the ground without anything attached to him, to give him these commands: walk, trot, lope, just like I was riding him. And then I'm more likely to have control when I do get back aboard him and we are riding him. But I'm going to work him for a little while, so I'm going to shut this off because it's probably boring, and I'll turn it back on.